Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Green signal, chalo. Cops, bhago. So in this video, we're going to talk about my experience using the RS200 daily for my commutes to work and back. I just want to make a side note that I bought the RS200 with the intention that I will one day use it every day for work, and therefore I bought a RS200 and not a Dominat 400 or KTM 390 Duke or any of the higher capacity motorcycles, because I wanted to have some fun, but I wanted it to be frugal for everyday use as well. So let's get into it. So guys, so I'll tell you a little bit about my daily commute. One way to my workplace is 18.6 kilometers. So two way is about 35-ish kilometers. So that's a pretty decent commute for the RS200, and most of it is highway and some of it is like this. But the highway, let me tell you, on the highway I cruise at about 70 to 80 kilometers per hour. And whenever it slows down, I try to keep a very high gear and just putter around at very slow speeds. For me, efficiency is king, because after the 135, I am obsessed with not filling that much fuel but still going a longer distance. So I have complained about the low end torque on the RS200 in previous videos, but when you take it commuting, there's a very nice thing that comes across now. Because the low end torque, that means the bike's not going anywhere as fast in lower gears, but that's very good. Now I'm in 4th gear, 25 kilometers per hour, and imagine there's traffic around me, like slow moving traffic. I can keep this speed and this high gear at this low speed and still keep moving. The problem is when the traffic gets slow, fast, and when you have to change gears. But otherwise, this is a really good thing, that the low end torque allows you to sit at very slow speeds in relatively high gears without a lot of power on tap. So if I open the throttle right now, I'm not going to go anywhere quickly. It will take time to build power, but that's okay in those situations where there is traffic and the traffic takes time to open up. Speed breakers, man, that's a sore point for the RS200, because it's not good. No, it's not good. Now I'm without a pillion, so it's fine, but with a pillion it will touch some really well designed speed breakers. It will touch. So that is not a very good thing. And I try to change the way I brake on top of these speed breakers. Basically what I try to do is I try to keep the front suspension as uncompressed as possible, because normally when you see a speed breaker brake, it compresses the front suspension, and that is what lowers the bike to the ground. So I try not to do that. I try to ride on the speed breaker at an angle. Look at this road, very unpredictable, because anyone can come in front of you at any time. So low speeds like this, 28, hands on the brakes, you can just jam the brake if anything happens, and dual channel ABS is there to take care of the rest. So yeah. Also right now I am testing XP95 fuel in the RS200. I had filled a full tank a few days ago. So right now I'm testing it. My full review I will put it once this tank gets empty and you can see how much is left. So yeah, stay tuned for that video as well. You're sitting in traffic and let's just say your engine is on. My engine is not on, but if it is on, the way it puts the heat out is really good. It doesn't hit your legs. It sends the heat away from your legs, and even if you're not moving, the radiator doesn't allow the heat to hit your legs. So a slight correction on the heat point. At about 20 to 25 kilometers per hour, if you're moving in traffic, you will get some heat which comes out of here and hits your leg over here around this area, but only your shin, so where you would wear your socks, only that area gets a little bit of heat, and I'll say it's little bit, it's not a lot. And as soon as the speeds go above 25 or below 20, it stops. Everything else at higher speeds, the air goes in through the fairing, it goes around the engine, and you can see this. So this is either it allows the heat to come out from here or goes through here, and this is like your biggest heat exhaust if I ask you this area, because if you put your hand behind when you're riding at about 70-80 kilometers per hour, this part is hot here. This is where the hot air is releasing, and it's releasing into a fairly open area, so you will not feel it if it's releasing from here unless you put your hand behind. You will not feel any heat on the RS200 when you're riding it in city traffic. It's a very cool bike, doesn't produce a lot of heat, and even if it does, it has these things. This is not just for design. Keeping this inside, this could have very well been closed like this, but the fact that they have given this opening and another one here, they're splitting the heat which comes from the radiator. One comes out through here and goes out, one goes through the bike and comes out from behind. So it's a very good way of doing the heat management. And when you're riding the RS200, is exhaust note line. And when you downshift, it's just such a good exhaust note to have when you're riding every day. It's not too loud that it gets annoying after 15 minutes, and it's not too soft to make you feel like, अरे यार क्या है, 200cc bike है कि नहीं, sports bike है कि नहीं. You know, it is quite engaging. It's a very engaging exhaust note, which, you know, is in line with the character of the bike. It's in line with the sporty intent of the engine, and there's nothing like it. In today, 2022, there's nothing like it. It sounds so good. Dominar 250, yes, it sounds very, very good, but in my opinion, if you ride it like every day, you will get annoyed with that sound, because it's that loud. It is good, but it's that loud. The R15 doesn't have any sound. It is like one quiet machine. I don't know how, because it looks so sporty. Now even the V4 looks so sporty, but it has no sound. Okay, you seen that bump? The RS200 doesn't like bumps. It hates these sudden, very sharp bumps. It cannot cope with them. The suspension, the fairing, it starts making weird sounds. It doesn't like it. This is the slow speed traffic I'm talking about. Now I'm in first gear. You can sit in second gear like this. You know, let the traffic move on. Keep puttering at slow speeds, puttering at slow speeds, puttering at slow speeds. Yes, then when the traffic slows down, you have to go into first gear. But if this bike was a little too jumpy and too torquey in the low end, then you would have to control a lot of throttle. This is not very ideal when you're already very, very frustrated with the traffic. Oh, so much for 25 bhp. So that is what my commute looks like. Now let's go back to the other camera for some other points. Let's go. But it looks so sexy parked there. By the way, I got this new blue streaks with a slight white liner. It has to be washed, but still very commanding. Let's go. There are a lot of fun bikes over here in this parking lot. There's a Ninja 400 also. There is a Kawasaki Versus, but I don't know where that is. But otherwise, you go to see they're mostly commuters, and that just goes to tell you what the Indian market is about. Look at the bikes, look at the average, what the average motorcycle looks like, and it will tell you everything. So there are a lot of bikes which want to be sporty, but then that sportiness makes them very uncomfortable, mainly the R15 and the RC200. But the RS, it's in a position where it is sporty. You sit and you feel like, okay, I can go fast, but it's very, very comfortable for touring, and especially now this commute, which is 37 kilometers, it's very, very comfortable. I have not had any wrist pain issues, back pain issues, nothing of that sort. It is just so good for that all-round performance package that you ask from a motorcycle when you're going commuting. So fuel efficiency, which is a very important point. I've already done two videos. One is mixed conditions fuel efficiency and highway fuel efficiency. In mixed conditions, I got 38 to 40 kilometers per liter. In highway conditions, I got 48 kilometers per liter. So you can see that my commuter is about 37 kilometers two-way. So that means a liter of fuel every day. Therefore, with a 13-liter tank on the RS, but obviously that includes the reserve, I can easily do 10 days of commuting before I need to refuel. And that's all estimates, but still, the fuel efficiency is not an estimate, it is real-world figures. And if you really push the bike and start riding like a maniac, then yes, the RS is very capable of giving you 28 to 35 kilometers a liter as well. So that's all for this video. I will see you all in the next one. Like, share and subscribe. The subscribe button is right down there. It's the red thing. So subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, always wear a helmet, ride safe. I need to get a new helmet, so when I get it, there will be a video. I'm thinking about the MT, Hummer or Axor. The Axor has a D-ring. We'll get into it later. So, see you in the next one.